Hello everyone. Wanted to give you a special message today. First, let me wish you and your family a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Okay, so I'd like to start off today just by giving you a very important message. I think is a great way to start 2018. Number one, look at every day this year as today's the day, and that can mean a number of different things. But one of the things I always like to focus on personally is how I start my day. Number one. In my mirror in my closet, it says, showtime. And what that means is I've had training where, we can be excited and motivated all the time. But what's more, you got to start that from the moment you walk out of your bedroom and down your stairs and visit your wife and your children, if you are so lucky. So I like to always start right there, with that right type of attitude. That starts my day. So I'd like to share that. I've shared that before. I think it's an important way. We're one of the great things about a new year is you get to start over. You do get a do-over for 2018. It's just starting, and you don't get a do-over in life when it all ends, but you do get a do-over each year. And one of the things you could do is you can look at 2018 as a fresh start. Now, if you had a great 2017, that's awesome. If you didn't accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish in 2017, here you have 2018. So today's the first day of the year. By now you should be thinking about what you're doing in 2018. One of the most important things you can do is to write down how you see 2018 and beyond. In today's world with the change of technology and the way things are moving so rapidly, one of the tips that I like to share with you is don't worry about getting too far out. Obviously you need some long range goals, but it's more important to look at the short term and the next 90 days and 2018. Planning 5 years from now, things are changing so rapidly, they're more likely to change. And always remember you can adjust your goals. But some things you may want to reflect on for 2018 if you haven't done so already, and you should definitely write some things down. Think about your spiritual goals. What are your goals spiritually for the year? From a daily perspective and a weekly perspective and a monthly perspective. What about your health? The way you eat, the way you feel. If you want to improve some things of your health, let's look at that as well. Your physical. What do you want to do physically? That may just be as simple as getting a watch like this and keeping track of your steps. I found myself the other day just taking the stairs in a parking lot just because I know that it tracks my steps, and normally I wouldn't think about that. But it also tracks the stairs you climb each day. So that's there's tricks to being more healthy. There's tricks to be more physically fit. And one of the successes that are important in business is to be mentally sharp, to be physically fit, to have the energy and the excitement in yourself every day to give it your all, to give it your best shot whenever you're making a development in your goals for the year. So then what about your inspiration? Like every day, you got to start your day and think about what your day is going to be like. What inspirational nutrition are you getting every day? And it's very, very important not to overlook that. And that can be very simple. And if you're in your car, you can be playing a tape. If you have any sorts of, you can use YouTube. There's plenty of inspiration there. There's all sorts of books and tapes. So there's plenty of ways of getting your inspiration. You should think about where you're going this year. Where you're going on vacation. I think that's important too. You have to feel good about your year and where things are going and plan some of those things to look forward to throughout the year. If you haven't started any investments, do you have any real estate investments? Do you have any, what's your 401k look like, your college funds if you need those? And these are just some simple things that you can look at. And this pretty much sums up, the kind of goals that you should be setting for yourself and adjusting and be looking at. And the more visual you can have with those goals, the better. I have some personal ones I'm not going to share today. I'll share at a later date, but it makes a big difference in your inspiration and how you feel every day. And when the going gets rough, in life and in business, things are never perfect. There's always going to be ups and downs, and it's when you're up, it's easy to move forward. It's easy to coast. It's just like if you're riding a bike. I'm training for an Ironman, and you're going downhill. It's an easy coast. But guess what? You're going to, if you're going down, what goes down must go up. When it comes to exercise, we defy Newton's law because that upturn is your rough day. That's the part you have to train for. It's like, wow, you were coasting all the way down. Now you have a a rough day ahead. Now you have to pedal, you have to give it a little bit harder, and you have to be prepared for that. It's what you do on those days that changes the element of your success. And remember that whatever your goals are and whatever your inspiration is and your passion, you build on it daily. And that's why today's the day is a very important concept that I love and I promote for myself. And I always think you should focus on today, because if you don't get the most accomplished today, it's not going to help you tomorrow. And you can't think about what you didn't do in the past. Now, I'll tell you what, it's 2018, and I've been brainstorming for the last 30 days on what we're doing and talking to the management team and the MMC and the leadership of this company and looking at our best practices. And I am super excited about where we're going in 2018. I can tell you that we have made some changes that we're going to release at the annual meeting. Some of you have already been privy to some of the information, because I like to bounce things off our top leaders. And you know who you are. I'm not going to mention names, because if I forget somebody, that won't be right. But I'll mention them sure at the annual meeting. You'll see them on stage. You'll see them in those green jackets. You'll see them recognized with production at the convention and things of that nature. But I can tell you that we're making some changes. It's going to impact your business. It's going to make your success increase. It's going to give you more opportunity. I knew that we needed some game changers, and I've been at the several different events this year and looked at the industry and looked at how we can change things in our company that's going to increase your success. So my goal, because the success of our company depends on you, is for you to make more money in Metro. So I want your feedback, I want your passion, I want your drive, and we're going to run with it, because my goal is for you to make more income and to reach your goals in a bigger way. Whatever you're at now, my goal is for you to double it. And for some of you that may be a little small. For some of you, it's pretty big, okay? And if it's small, we're gonna quadruple it, all right? And I can tell you, we've narrowed down some important changes to where we're going in 2018, which we're going to start releasing on Friday. So if you're lucky enough to be a regional manager and above, you're going to get the promotions a day early. And I can tell you that if you are not a regional manager, you should get with your regional manager, because they have my permission to share whatever they're given on Friday with you. But then you'll get the rest of it at the annual meeting. And let me tell you something. It's your goal and commitment and your drive and your vision in a starting Metro. I mean, we're not even a week into the year, and we're going to have our annual meeting. We're going to kick off in a big, big way. So I'll be sharing a lot more with you, but I'm very, very excited. And again, I love you guys. I want you to realize that this is a family that Metro has formed, with all these years of being in business. And it's my wish for you and your family to have a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thank you.